Ah, hey, I didn't see you come in. Hello, we're here playing 14 again. I'm Grace, and I haven't streamed in 2 days, and I don't know what I'm doing anymore. But hey, how are things doing? I see that Hatoon is here. Cloud is here. Smo is just texting whatever kinds of spam he feels like, I see. Good, good. Ah! Hatoon, when did you get here? Anyway, how's everyone doing tonight? Cloud is sort of here. That's, you know what, Cloud? That's a good start. I'm glad you could make it. I know you're sometimes not always up to it by this time of the day, so it's nice to see you when you can. Yeah, but how's everyone doing? It's been a whole week, a whole 2 weeks since we played Final Fantasy XIV. I remember we fixed a trolley and we found a rock that a guy's wife died trying to find a rock of, and then we won. Because, you know, mostly at the end, but still awake enough to show up. Fair enough. Well, thanks for stopping in. Hope everyone's had a good weekend. I'm not sure what y'all have been up to. I had kind of a busy weekend. I think I, you know, on Discord I mentioned it yesterday, but my niece was turning 3, and so we had a big family birthday party for her yesterday. It was pretty fun. We had lots of, I don't know. It was fun. It's good. Glad says not to mention enough to leave a like, something others should do too. Gasp. Wow. Could it be? Can people leave like, leave comment, subscribe for more? Dude's like downvoted. Is that you, Hatoon? I've been wondering where the aggressive, like, 1 dislike has been coming from the last 6 months that I always get. That explains a lot. Cloud says happy birthday to him. Yeah, it was fun. I mean, she's still at the age where, like, you know, 3 is like, you're kind of like on the cusp of understanding the birthday party. Like, but I think she also got really freaked out during, like, when we brought her, like, cupcakes and started singing. I don't think she cared for that, but Cloud says YYT. But hey, yeah, so we're here. We're doing it. We're winning. I think the plan, I mean, essentially today at least, I think we're just gonna be doing some straight MSQ. I am wondering, because I know the Make It Rain event started? There's usually like a quest that goes along with that, right? Like some kind of like mini quest. We'll probably want to make sure we do that at some point. I don't know how long the event goes. I think it's probably going for at least a month or something, a couple weeks. So maybe we'll do that next week. Toon says yes, and Cloud says something to do that quest. Ah, there we go. So yeah, we'll probably do that in like next week, I would guesstimate. I don't know if there's anything else going on. I think, is there a Tombstone event already going on right now too? I can't remember. It seemed like there's like one other thing's like happening simultaneously. I mean, I know the yokai event is still happening, and I still technically need to get more of the yokais done. I should be able to get those finished in time. I think we have to like the June, so end of June or start of June or whenever that was. Probably will have to be tomorrow. Ain't happening now, says Cloud. Fair. Yeah, it is going on, and there's a Tombstone 2 event just started. Okay, I thought so. So yeah, that's not really at least the Tombstone event is not necessarily like stream content, because it is just kind of running dungeons over and over, but that's always fun. I will try to do I want to try to do the Tombstone event just because it's a good excuse to get my characters leveled up. I still am technically trying to get all my classes up to 80 in time for the end of Shadowbringers. Which how well am I doing on that? I feel like maybe not very. I've got a 57 Dark Knight, 76 Samurai, and a 77 White Mage. So I mean that's because it's only 4 you need, right? So Doing okay. Not phenomenal, but you know. Carby earring must get, says Cloud. Content is content, says Hattoon. You know what, Hattoon, you're right. I should just start just streaming anything and everything. Just gotta farm those numbers. Thancred. I want what's best for only she could see that. Caster DPS, melee range DPS, and tank and healer. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so I think I've got the 4 of those covered, so... I mean, I think tank is still my lowest level. But the others are at least 70 plus, so that's something. Not too terribly behind. Just a little terribly behind. Yeah, I'm trying to remember... Oh, I guess we can just go talk to Magnus to actually get started on this trolley situation. Let me finish talking to... I like talking to the party just to see what everybody's up to. How you doing, Minfilia? I'm fine. Really. It's just been a long day. Okay, cool story. Magnus maketh ready for our departure even as we speak. Might I prevail upon thee to inquire as to his progress? Thanks, Oriange. Could probably just yell at him from across the street to find out what he has. I says, wait, are we opening with the meme? The meme? Is there a meme? Somebody not telling me something? People keeping secrets from me? Ah, missed the box. Hold on, this is important. I can get on top of this box. It's gonna means that the stream's gonna be really good today. Yes. Guys, we got a 10 out of 10 stream coming. Gray hates kids confirmed. I don't. Not all kids. Some of them are probably okay. I mean, there's millions of them, right? Like, the odds that at least some of them are fine. You know, I don't know. Let me talk to Thaf. You've done us a great kindness. You've done us a kindness far greater than we deserve. Thank you. I mean it. Jerk. Just thinking about the trolley speeding on the tracks, gears whirring. Gods, I can't stop smiling. Whatever happened to the one guy that I killed? Cause Jarek and Thaf are the ones that, like, Urion J and Thancred beat up. Like, we haven't seen my guy. Like, I think the guy that I fought actually died. Like, I don't think he's, like, showed up, like, back in the village anywhere. I'm pretty sure we just straight up, like, just killed a man. And I don't like how you've been treating Miniphilia. Look, I'm just saying... Like, there's got to be, like, some kind of, like, a height requirement for joining the Scions or being involved in the quests. Just saying. Like, gotta be, like... I don't know, not even like a big height requirement. Like, I'd say, like... I don't know, 4'8". 4'8". Then you can join an adventure. If you have, like, a card claiming Lalafell blood, maybe we can work something out. But, I mean, I don't know. Classes, Grayson should have been around back when you could glitch out Ulda. Uh-oh. Did you party with someone named Tiny Gremlin, you nerd? I'm saying, look, I'm not a specious. Like, I understand the limitations of the Lalafellian. Like, they're gonna have to, like, get some really tall platform shoes if they want to be in the Scions. That's all I'm saying. Like, Tataru should be, like, walking around on stilts. Magnus? Full steam ahead. Magnus is grinning from ear to ear. It's been years since I've seen a Talos in such fine shape. Would that Agna was here to see it. Or our son. I was ready to let our dreams die down there in the mines. Even after you'd found the Leonine, I refused to believe it could work. Gods, what a fool I was. But I tell you now, I'm going to take good care of this Talos, for both their sakes. On behalf of my family and all the miners of Twine, thank you. Well, enough chitter-chatter. Let's get you lot to Nabath Arang, eh? Eh, indeed. Didn't realize we were in Canada town. Everything seems to be in order. I take it the Talos presence resolves the issue of the gate. Oh, that, yes. It's designed to open at the Talos' approach. Then we can finally go to Nabath Arang. You certainly can. All that remains is a final check of the control box over at the mines. And probably 7 or 8 more fetch quests related to that. You hear that, boys? Get that Talos over to the mines. Keep a close eye on it around the curves, understood? Yes, sir. We did it. Let's repair to the mines, then. Around Jay, I think you're using the wrong words again. Before we go, while you were away with Grayson, I prepared an extra set of cartridges for you. And this one is the practice cartridge you gave me. I know I should have thrown it away ages ago, but I've been adding a little extra to it every day. After so many charges, I'm honestly not sure what it will do, but I wanted you to have it. For luck. Amphilia? He just like... I want to just like throws it behind him like when she's not looking. We should hurry. Magnus and the others are probably wondering where we are. It's been like 30 seconds since they left. Just want to see you like Thancred just yeet that over the mountain. Oh. Thancred, you fool. Wait. Toon says, you know Tataru can get you assassinated. Good luck. I'm the one she usually sends to assassinate things. She'd have to get, like, her B team. It's so dramatic. Like a cowboy in the Old West. A magic cowboy with a horse of water. You know what they haven't done yet, at least that I'm aware of, is, like, mixing, like, cowboys with, like, high fantasy. Because we had, like, Wild Wild West, which was, like, cowboys and steampunk. And then we had Cowboys versus Aliens, which was, like, cowboys and sci-fi. We gotta get, like, I don't know, cowboys versus elves or something. I feel like that could be, like, a banger story. Because as soon as Thinker looked like you, you wouldn't do that. I don't know, it'd be kind of funny. Just saying. I'm not saying that Thancred, like, needs to, like, trample on everyone's hopes and dreams, but, you know. A little trampling now and then. Ark literally has dinosaurs, trains, and jetpacks as a cloud. Thancred is in a relationship with Urion J, and they're trying to raise their daughter Minfilia, but Gray is being a homewrecker. Look. You gotta know when to pick your fights. Oh, I see my name. What happened? I was cooking dinner. I don't know. Hatun was just shouting about stuff. Being really mean to me. Lala. I was being innocent, and Hatun just came in here just trying to fight everyone. This is not the most beautiful sight you've ever seen. Oh, if only I could capture this moment in a painting. Or even a quick pencil sketch. Yeah, you seem pretty good at everything. You wouldn't happen to be an artist too, would you? I mean... Oh man, there's like a timeline now, like in the near future, where you could be like a pictomancer doing this quest. And you actually could be like, I happen to actually be an artist. What do you know? Thaf? Ever since we got the Talos moving again, Jarek has been acting strangely. Perhaps strange isn't the right word, more overexcited. But as long as he gets the job done, I suppose I can't complain. Luckily, Thaf and Jarek didn't spend the last few years trying to drink themselves to death and had the good sense to maintain this stuff. I'll have to thank them later. Cool stories? Toon says Lala Gray doesn't like Mini Philly because she's shorter than him. Look, you can't trust somebody who's like, they're like significantly shorter. Like, it's hard to keep your eye on them. They could sneak around on you. Then they get like under your feet when you're trying to like walk down the stairs. And it's like this whole thing. It's just a problem. Lala has doubts. Because I would not be shocked if they had dialogue with Picto they have in the past. It'd be kind of funny. Especially because, like, I can't even imagine Picto is, like, anywhere in the works at this point in the game. Maybe it was on the table of options, but... Also, like, someone who's still growing or just short adults as well. You know... Just, like... You know, shorter. Shorter's not gooder. It's probably fine. She's a significantly shorter. Mini Philly's not that short, Drake. Like, I mean, look at this. Let me stand next to Minfilia here. Look at that. She's like knee high. Look at that. Like right up to my knee. Teensy. Ridiculous. Anyway, Oriange. All appeareth ready for the grand departure, but one task yet remaineth. I know what you're thinking, and I will talk to her, when the time is right. It's never gonna be right, Thancred. Putting it off. Being a chicken coward. This is compared to someone of her own race, Bunny Boy. That dude says Thancred is shorter than you, is he? Nah, we're about the same. Yeah, we're pretty close to the same height. There we go.
I am here.
It's all about manipulation. Classes, you're saying that maybe they knew. I'll tell you now. They did an event with Yoshida in game saying maybe we'll do Samurai and Red Mage, which at that time were not said and later revealed were. Gasp. Not even worked on yet, said Cloud. And Goodsworth says, hello. Hi, Goodsworth. How are you? I hope you're ready for an adventure on the trolley. Oh, he's like 4 inches shorter than you. That's fine. I mean, Lala, come on. Let's be real for a second here. If I were to like discriminate against someone that was like, you know, less than half a foot difference in height, that'd be really picky and petty. Like, I'm not that petty. Come on, little petty. Close to say maybe because your hair has scoliosis. Your bun. Look. It actually, like, with this outfit on, like, it looks like I have better posture. Like, still not great posture, but better. Because it says, ooh, trolley. Okay, Minfilia, I'll talk to you. Look at that. She has to, like, hurt her neck to talk to me. So this is it. We're finally going to Nabith Arang. I've thought long and hard about what to say to her. To the real Minfilia. I hoped when the time came I would know, but with every step we take, I feel more uncertain. That's no reason to give up, though. Not when so much is at stake. Thank you, all of you, for helping me to get here. Now, let's not keep Magnus waiting. Then he's trying not being a tower, then says Cloud. Tunes says self-report. What does self-report even mean? What could I have possibly self-reported? Giant rabbit or small human, says Goodsworth. This is, how tall are you IRL, Gray? Are you actually short? Is that the reason for your vendetta? No. What are you talking about? Are you suggesting like I have something sort of like, some sort of like repressed, like, I don't know, what's the word for it? Like some kind of like, I can't even think of like the word for it. What would that be? Gray's like 5'0". Paul says yes, but no, definitely not. Like IRL, I'm like 7 foot, 7'4" on a good day. It's so cray. Like my head hits every ceiling that I'm walking under. It's so true. This is Napoleon complex. I don't even know what... That has nothing to do with Napoleon. Lol, it says Liar McLiar Pants. No. Come on, guys. I mean, you can tell by my voice, I sound super tall. You're such a liar, that is a self-report. No, guys. Only your ego hits 7.5. That might be more accurate, Gitsworth. Time to DM Sagen for the truth. No. You can't just like ask Sagen for answers and secrets. That delays the sacred trust we have of our Cafe Rio meetups. You can't. Magnus? There you are. So, what do you think? A little primitive looking, I'll admit, but Daedalus Stoneworks has always favored a simple, intuitive design, and that philosophy has served us well enough. Much of the trolley network uses single tracks, making it easy for the Talos to navigate them as needed. And plotting a route is so simple, even we can do it, which makes for fewer accidents in transit. Speaking of which, are you ready to board? Hold on. I didn't realize this was going to be a whole thing. Let me, And I guess I should have known because he's all glowy. I can eat some eggs real quick. Yeah, I'm going to summon a burb. Sometimes the event lets you use a burb. Not always, but may as well have him. George is a comfort when no one else is. Either ask G Silver is like, stop asking all my IRL friends. It's very rude. Especially since none of them know how to keep a secret. Any doubt I had about your height was now you're now completely multiplied. It says. Should not have eaten after my cutoff time. Feel off. Uh-oh. Gasp! It's a coyote. Get him, George. Hope you recover, Goodsworth. Not fun having stomach issues, I'm sure. Perhaps just like a quick 8-ounce glass of Pepto-Bismol. Alright. I've practiced my healing magic. I'm ready for this duty. I super hope this is like the opening cutscene from Final Fantasy VII. Where like you get like ride around on like a motorcycles. Or I guess it wasn't the opening. It was like in the middle of the game. But that sequence like where like you fight guys like while driving on a motorcycle. I want to do that, but like we're on a trolley. Hatoon, don't make fun of the words that I say correctly. I'm not stomachache, I just feel kind of off-tired. Oh, I see. I guess that's not much better. Hopefully you're resting. Alright then, watch your step. Hopefully you're chillaxing and maxing and relaxing all cool. Does he just push us? Is that how this works? I assumed the trolley was a bit more self-propelling. Is Urianger not coming on?
Urianger?
Gasp.
Thou must needs carry on without me.
Hmm?
The path to Nabartha lieth open. Whilst thou travellest thither to the south, I would apprise Mistress Alize and the others of our progress.
Okay,
As
sure.
circumstances permit, I will thereafter rejoin the hunt for the remaining Light Wardens.
Cool. Dipping out early.
Magnus, will the gate close immediately after the trolley passes through?
Hmm.
No, it will stay open until someone closes it manually. Built that way to prevent any untimely accidents.
Kinda smart.
Then you and the others can meet us in Nabartha after giving the Ilmorans the slip.
Mm-hmm.
Urianger,
Hmm.
thank you for everything.
Oh, so nice. So polite. A good child.
Remember, thou needst but have faith.
Her eyes are still a
If
little
you
too
finished with
blue.
your goodbyes, I suggest you grab hold of something. Be a shame if you took a tumble.
Mm-hmm. That means.
The tracks beyond the gate aren't in the best of shape, so the trolley can only go as far as Malik.
I don't know what that means.
Godspeed!
It really just pushes us. That's such a strange, like, locomotion system. But, alright. Fine. We have all these other advancements, but we haven't figured out how to do, like, a coal-powered train.
Ah, that must be the gate.
And we know it's going to open, right? We're not just going to smash into it like idiots. We're not going to Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets ourselves.
Well, so far so good.
Don't say that, Thancred. You know what happens when you say that.
Wait, is that Ranjit?
I swear, if he broke that Talos we worked so hard to fix. He broke it! He broke the dadgum Talos. What an a-hole.
You're a stubborn old swine, aren't you?
How did he get on the other
One
side
who
of
has
that?
mastered Gukumots fears not the blackest pit or the fieriest hell.
How did he...
Your deeds in the east did not go unnoticed. Long have I lain in wait, and sure enough, you did not disappoint.
Mm-hmm.
Had you only sworn fealty to Lord Vorthry, you'd have no cause to skulk about like frightened animals.
Considering his winning streak so far being like a solid like 0 out of 4 encounters, I'm surprised Ranjit is so confident about this.
You will remain as you are, while I dispatch these villains.
Mm-hmm.
No, I won't. I won't let you.
You forget to whom you speak. Who armed you, trained you, fought and killed 1,000 sin-eaters with you.
That's a lot of Sin Eaters.
And when you were inevitably cut down and lay lifeless in my arms, who sought out your successor to carry on the futile struggle again and again?
See, again, that's kind of bringing up the one of the main like cruxes of the story that I really hate in Shadowbringers.
We seek to bring peace to what is left of this shattered land, while these mad fools would only bring further chaos down upon us.
Mm-hmm.
Do not be deceived, child. Only by Lord Vorthry's hand will this dying world know a sliver of salvation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the world, but I never asked to be saved. However much it hurts, and however hard it gets. It's my life, and I want to live it on my own terms! And those mad fools you want me to abandon, the ones I've traveled with, fought with, and may one day die with, they feel the same. So no, I will not be deceived, no matter what you say. I refuse to believe it's all for nothing. They're everything to me. All I have, and all I need. And I would gladly do anything for them.
Hmm.
Let us pass! Or kill me. I'm not leaving here without them.
How dare you! Very well. If you would cast your lot with villains, then you shall share their fate.
Mm-hmm.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Good timing on that, Getsworth.
I heard what you said, and I'm sorry for all the things I've left unspoken.
Hmm.
You have to go, now!
Hmm.
Thancred, no!
Go! Do what you came here to do. I'll not have you waste that newfound resolve on me.
Hmm.
I leave her in your hands. Hurry!
I still feel like we could kill him. I mean, back when we fought him like at level 72, he wasn't that tough. Just had a lot of health. 6 levels higher now. Jeebs.
Not another step. Your fight is with me.
Oh crap, do I have to fight him as Thancred? I just realized.
You think yourself a protector? As if a whelp like you could be a better father to her than me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot that he has a cheat.
Oh, good heavens. Clench your teeth or something.
Role-playing. Ah. He'll fight as Thancred. Yeah, no kidding.
Come on!
If it takes, I swear I will end you. I don't know what that is. I lied to keep secrets no more. She deserves better. Okay. What does happen when you say that? What happens when I say what? This is FF13 Part 2. I remind you that Yulmar's airships law and maybe flying monsters. Yeah, but that's cheating. You can't fly over stuff. So it's his timing impeccable as always. Say sorry to Miniphilia, never. Say ya boy, Sismo. What if there's an FF tabletop game? There's gotta be a Final Fantasy tabletop game, right? There's no way there isn't. Did they really just announce one? They announced one? Yeah, about to say that's a smell. Ow, stop. It's gonna take forever to kill him. Oh my gosh, this is so obnoxious.
This is going well.
I mean, it is going. Again, like, this is fine. It's just gonna take forever.
Beast of my blood, answer my call!
I was talking about you saying something about, well, this is easier than that thing. I did not know. I just thought this would totally work as one. Says Getsworth.
Rend my foes and ward their blows!
No, now he's just a ninja. He's a cheating ninja, even.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
Better a monster than a deceiver, spinner of foolish dreams and false hopes. There is no folly in hope. Stings. I need time to line up a clean shot. This is taking forever to do damage. Like, oh my goodness. I suppose if there's no other way. Again, I am doing it like at a pace where like I can eventually get him. I don't know why thinkers be like, oh, there's no way to win. It's impossible.
When will you learn?
Never.
Die.
I'm the video game boy.
When you're dead and buried.
I'm the one who wins.
Now I'll grant you a quick death. Only just begun. What do I do about this? Oh! Oh, it was giving me like tutorial time. That's what it was.
Not good.
At least now I can get that shot. Oh. Ooh. Caught death from your politics? My life would be but a small price to pay. Take that. Then pay it you shall. No, they did a good chunk of damage. It's finally getting to, like, I guess the actual thing of the fight. Yeah, what he said, when will you learn? You know, there's gonna be some kind of big instant hit. Thancred is a tank, says Hatun. Ouch. This feels lacking for some reason, says Goodsworth. Be locked away in a gilded cage. I mean, it's definitely like... I mean, to be fair, this is like a stripped down version of the Gunbreaker class, I think. We get like 4 buttons instead of like the usual like 17 or whatever they have. In case somebody doesn't know how to play a Gunbreaker when they get to this. Like me.
And you presume to be her protector? Pathetic!
Yeah. So you'll have to use it again then. Again with these tricks. Hold still. Ooh. Oop.
No quarter!
Get him. Ow. Played your hand far too early, boy. Bide your time for a chance to strike. Like, it does do good damage, like, not as much as you would hope, considering, like, how long the in-between sections are for that. It's just, like, so much chaos. It's more of a character development fight than just a straight-up duel, says Satoon. Yeah. Like, I can tell, like, this is definitely one you could, like... You could very easily lose it if you were a little bit... If you were, like, careless. But honestly, like, it's not tough so much as just, like, a fight of patience. Ouch. I mean, it is satisfying that I think this is actually going to be like our final fight with Ranjit, maybe, hopefully. Because this guy's been kind of annoying. So hopefully this is like the final thing we have to do with him. This has carried on long enough, wouldn't you agree?
System is folly.
Is that all?
These last cartridges have to make it count.
Fall!
Ooh. Oh. Ow!
Fools to a man! Fall!
Ooh, he guessed. I'd hoped you'd fall for it for a third time. Though 2 times was perhaps already too many. Yeah, Ranjit's not the biggest dummy. No more tricks? Then let us finish this. I mean, you're down to like a quarter of your health, dude. I don't know if you can really... Oh my gosh. Thankred, stop being such a loser. You're like, oh, so sleepy. If only I could move, but I'm so tired. You've not even seen the grand finale. Seems you don't hate the fight, just the pacing, which yes, says Smo. One last disappearing act. You're not struggling, Ectosan. I might think you serious. Uh-oh. That's not what I want. Oh, I am deadly serious. The shadows will save you. So like short, fast-paced fighters, something that's a lot more involved interaction-wise. Leap of faith. Just a little more time. Can I move? Oh, come on. Let me... To hell with you. Gah. You mocking your boyfriend, Sasatoon? I mean, we're just mocking the situation. Stupid old guy.
You would have her suffer and die, I would spare her that fate.
He was dying. Shush.
That is not for you or anyone else to decide.
Leave your
ever
stupid
again.
comments in your pocket.
You're right, Goodsworth. Oh, did he run away like a coward wimp? Oh, Thancred, you're Oh, Thancred taking a nap.
Not a single day goes by that I don't think about all that you have given me.
Hmm.
Countless memories and moments I took for granted. Gods, you grew up so fast. But you had to, didn't you? For those you had lost. For those you could yet save. A world teetering on the very brink of oblivion, for which you gave your everything, without hesitation.
Hmm.
Your kindness, your compassion, your love, then and now. One last time, with a little help. I'm so proud to have been a part of your life. Oh, Minfilia.
But what did he say? He said gray smells. Can't be true. No. My feelings. We discovered an... Gideon, what are you doing here? How did you get past Ranjit? I was killing everybody that came this way. Somebody later, ooh, look, I found a cool gun sword. Alright, just a keeper. Next to this napping guy. What an idiot. This is the place, Grayson. This is where she stopped the flood. The last time I was here, when I felt her presence overwhelming me, I tried to pretend it wasn't happening, to just turn away. But I can't turn away now. Not this time. For Thancred and the others, I have to face her. In the event that you leave the area, speak with the apprentice engineer Twine and Almarang to return to Nabitharang. Oh, because like this is this like a... Oh, I see. Like there probably will be a crystal we get to access at some point to get over here, but maybe not for a while. Well, the look in Minfili's eyes is equal parts trepidation and determination. Ah. I can sense a presence, albeit faintly. Come on, let's look over by the crystal wall. Smo says, not sure if you noticed the last invisible mode. It was better because you turned off all the ether, so basically shut down all body functions. Ah. Naruhodo. Bunch of snakos around here. Can't catch me. So I just wanted to take a peek over this way, since it looks like it's a dead end anyhow. Oh, we could have taken the lift easy. Look at this thing. Solid as a rock. Sturdy, even. That'd been way easier than dealing with the smelly trolley. Is that guy dead? We don't call him dead for legal reasons. We say he's taking a desert nap. Gray doesn't really like Thancred, it turns out, says a tune. I'm just saying, like, it was cool to finally be able to play as Thancred. I just wish the fight you finally get to play him in isn't like such a jank fight. Like, it's a little underwhelming. Like, it's like, oh boy, we get to do this really cool thing with Thancred, but it's mostly just running around and just waiting for the game to cinematically tell you when you're gonna win. Is this gonna... Ah, new location discovered. Excellent. Yes. The pristine palace, huh? I don't know about that. Don't notice me, flames of nowhere. Yeah, this place got kind of messed up. Gotta say. The Light Warden Almarang, I guess, hasn't been beaten yet, right? I'll have to deal with that sometime soon, I'm gonna guess. In the Thancred fight, you never lefty the trolley, says Goodsworth. I see an orb. I want it. Oh, wait, was there just a straight through path? Oh, dagnabbit! I thought I like had to go all the way around. I didn't see there was... whatever. Look, I don't want to hear from anybody. I explored it the way cooler way. Smo says adventure. Hi, Hattoon. Think you can dance your way out of this, huh? Miniphilia. She was here, on the top of this building. Cool story. He took the cinematic. Who bonked me? Hattoon! A very serious occasion, you know. And very serious and sad. I take it seriously. It's really bright up there.
Is this...
Uh-oh. I sense the coming of an even bigger nerd. Worse than Miniphilia. It's Caps as a tune. What?
Run for your lives! It's the flood! The flood!
Hmm?
The end is nigh!
Look! There's somebody up there! On top of the palace!
Nice mustache that guy had. How exactly did she get the strength to do this, by the way? Oh, it's this guy. Oh, they're like lending power. I get it. They're like, no, we help. We're not like bad guys, probably, maybe.
No, stand back.
Hmm?
We shall stay the flood.
What's Arbert supposed to
This is
do?
what I want. It's my sacrifice to make.
Your time has not yet come.
He's been a ghost. What do you
When
mean?
all hangs in the balance, you must give them hope.
What does it even mean? Never gonna I'll never listen to Smelly Arbert. I'll probably do the opposite of what he says.
Nice.
Never, Hatun. Don't you dare.
This place.
Kind of watery. Wow. It's like Minfilia, but taller.
Ours is a meeting long overdue. Full glad am I that we may finally speak.
Didn't they... I thought this was like the second time they encountered each other. I've come at Thancred's behest. ... Yeah, Thancred told me to go here. I wouldn't have visited otherwise, let's be real.
My dear, sweet child. Yours is a burden none should ever be forced to bear.
Mm-hmm.
Such pain and suffering you have endured. Yet still you came. For this and more, I thank you.
I mean, considering you're the one that kind of forced that upon her, I don't know, like, if you can be like, oh, good job.
I've lost count of the times I've almost given up. If people hadn't helped me every step of the way, I never would have made it.
Mm-hmm.
Yet here you stand, resolved. Now, tell me your heart's desire.
Mm-hmm.
To defeat the Sin Eaters, and bring this world back from the brink.
Cool.
The remaining Wardens have hidden themselves from us. But with the power of the Oracle, I thought we might be able to find them.
Indeed you could. Their radiance would be unmistakable. But know, my child, that the power you seek will come at a price.
Why is she still going by the Oracle of Light? Like, what's with that
We
nonsense?
stand now at the crossroads. A decision must be made.
Mm-hmm.
'Tis only natural to be afraid, to hesitate.
Mm-hmm.
But for your many trials, you have grown stronger and wiser. And with the love and support of those you hold dear, you have grown to love yourself.
Right.
The flood has washed away so much of this world. So many people and places and possibilities. And all the heroes who fought to protect them.
Mm-hmm.
Yet here the Scions are, trying so hard to help those few of us who remain, and seeing how tirelessly they work, how completely committed they are to the cause. I can't help but believe.
Hmm.
But I want to do more than just watch and cheer. I want to make a difference. I want to help them like they helped me, and maybe even inspire others to do the same. coming together, providing for one another. That's the only way forward I can see. Since all of our heroes are gone, we'll just have to make heroes of ourselves.
Hmm.
'Tis a beautiful, wonderful dream. One we share. Though my power was all but spent in staying the flood, I prayed this final act would give hope to those who survived.
Hmm.
That self-same hope lives on in you. It gives me comfort to know that the future is in capable hands.
Right.
If ever you should falter, remember this. No one, however powerful, is immune to the whisperings of doubt and despair.
Sure. Okay.
Do
That's
not
kind
give
of...
in to them. But do not deny them either. Look instead to the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
I don't know if you should use a light word right now. I don't think people like... That's not a hot word right now, Minfilia. It's all about dark.
Thank you, Minfilia, for believing in us, for believing in me.
So... We just came all this...
friend.
Oh.
No words can express my gratitude to you for keeping her safe in these tumultuous times. You are a hero to us both.
Thank you. See? I need more expressions of gratitude from the ghosts I talk to. That'd be pretty sweet.
But not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. Only together may you change the fate of two worlds.
Hmm. Did we really just like come here just talk with her for 5 minutes and then continue on our merry way? Been like 5 hours trying to get to this place, and that was just to get like a hearty good job and a we'll see you later. Many heroes do not... Wait, hold on. I think something's happened. Better be nice to Albert Sisatoon. Dagnabbit. Until became the word of the mother, Heidelin's emissary. No, she may be in heels, I could be wrong. She gained 3 inches. I think Gandalf has a quote of some sort. Many heroes do not do things willingly. She has not been called Minfilia in 100 years. That is the name of the girls who took up her mantle. See, that's actually the crux of the problem, is that it's not that there were girls who took up that mantle. It's that there were girls who had it, like, forced upon them, and then other people that then forced them to fight on their behalf, and then they died. And then even though Ranjit, like, super sucks, I finally do have, like, a sliver of understanding, like, where he's coming from. Like, not, like, fully sympathy per se, but, like, because he has, like, personally witnessed the deaths of, like, dozens of, like, Minfilias at this point. Like, I don't know. Still super hate that that's, like, such a central story plot of Shadowbringers. Like, it's really, really no good. We just want to use the L word right now, Sismo. Gray's in his emo phase. Another hand touches the beacon. That L word is kind of game word here. No Francis Carson. Thanks, Carson. Hi, how are you doing? Miniphilia has absorbed Minfilia. Not all Minfilias fought Sisatoon. Well, that's the thing, though, is that, like, when we talked to Freaky Yowie Hands guy in the library, whose name I do not remember, but I will always be haunted by his hands, he specifically said that, like, some fought willingly, others were forced to fight and die. Like, there's no explicit statement about, like, any Minfilias who chose not to take up the mantle. There's either the ones who did it willingly or the ones who were forced, but they all died. Like, that's the crux of the problem I have. Lost his freaky yaoi hands got dead. I'm just saying, like, his hands were way too big when he was holding that book. It wasn't good. And rewind that clip. That guy had monster hands. Talk to Minfilia now. I think she died. Gotta go find a new Minfilia. Gasp. She dyed her hair. What happened? I remember speaking with Minfilia, and then... Gasp. It's a ghost. Something wrong. Your eyes, they've changed. Your hair, it's changed. I mean, it's probably going to be easier to convince her hair changed. Because she can actually check that herself. I don't know how to... Like, your eyes. They're all weird. A parting gift, I think. What does that even mean? Until now, I've walked the path she set before me. The path she set before all the Minfilias. But she's given me a new path, a new life, that I can call my own. Yeah, what's changed now? And even though she's gone, I can still feel her, warm and calm and gentle. I can feel the beating heart of the world, the light that swells within it. And the Light Wardens. There's one here in Almarang. Well, yeah? Let's hurry back. The others need to know. You don't think Thancred will be angry with me, do you? Oh, he's super dead. There's only one way to find out. I offer no comfort. Only the potential dread of an angry dad. I know there's no getting around it, but... Would you mind going on ahead? I'll be right behind you, I promise. I think Thancred would kill me if I showed up without you. I'm pretty sure. I mean, except that he's super dead, obviously. His dead body would rise up and smack me. I just need a moment to think. Cool. Because it says those hands are for reading, says Getsworth. Harrison has pulled the next Minfilia out of cryosleep. That one's taken a long vacation. Before that, Minfilia served in the Vubert army, and they did not force her to fight. I mean, I'll scroll back on that story that the guy shared. He said specifically that, like, Minfilias were forced to fight. Like, I remember very specifically because that's, like, what stuck with me so much from that whole thing. I know I just love that. Explain what yaoi hands are now. There's a whole guy named after the phenomenon. AC says Minfilia's dead now, isn't she? Nah, she's fine. If there's one thing that stays true in Final Fantasy XIV, it's that Minfilia never dies. She just goes away for a little while. Where am I going? All the way over there. The backy-tracky. Oh, there's a trainee station. I get it. Did I mention that the Yulmorans forced Minfilia to fight? She's taking a desert nap, says Getsworth. You just don't know how to read, says Satoon. I think I do know how to read. They spoke that part out. Like, I'll look at that cutscene later. And even if it wasn't every Minfilia, that doesn't change the fact that some were. Some were, like, children just, like, thrown out onto a battlefield and just essentially killed. And if you're trying to be like, well, only 3 times did that happen. It's like, well, that still happened more than 0 times. Like, a more than 0 number is not a good number. Like... Hey, guys. Don't touch me. Did we break our dadgum Talos? Get out of here. Toon says, most children are forced to do a lot of things by their elders. Yeah, they're not forced to get killed. Like, I don't think that's, like, a good comparison at all. There's a difference between, like, eat your broccoli and, like, go swing the sword around. Like... AC says there's more info on the Minfili's Encyclopedia Yours of Volume 3. Won't say much other than that, unless you really want to know.
No fortress. It is an open pasture ravaged by internecine conflict and chicken.
Well, says, I mean, I'm sure kids were being killed by sinners during the 100 years too. I'm just, look, I've already, could you stop coming over here? I'm trying to talk to people, you a-hole. Nabbit, hold on. Thou art returned, but where is Minfilia? Dead. Stop coming over here, I'm trying to talk to people! Stupid aardvarks. Alfina. You're back. We were beginning to worry about you. Grayson, think the gods you're alright. Welcome back. I see you fared better than Thancred. Hattoon says as if child soldiers don't exist. Gozer says get turtle plucked. Like, I'm just, like, I don't understand, like, the justification attempts being made here on this, like, it's like, well, these other bad things happen, therefore, because it's okay for this other bad thing to be a bad thing. It's like, I don't really, like, subscribe to the idea of, like, the greater good. I think more evil has been done in the name of the greater good than perhaps, like, any other cause in history. Or at least, like, people espousing the greater good. So that's not really something I'm gonna, like sit back on and be like, well, alright. Like, if it truly, like, comes to, like, we finish out this story, and, like, that whole, like, Minfilia, like, all the Minfilias, like, dying over and over again, like, was, like, a necessary part of this world's survival. That's just not okay. You better get aardvarked. And that's why the first is the way it is, Sissatoon. At least you ain't a TAO player. TAO? Tau? TAU? Tarzan says, I don't think anyone's saying end of the world makes child souls good. If they're saying end of the world forces people to consider terrible things to survive, how far are we willing to go? Age of adulthood in this game is 16, says AC. I still don't think they were that old when they started throwing them around, though. Many people in this world are desperate to just survive. I mean, that's their problem. Like... $40K reference. Ah, okay, gotcha. Again, I'm just, like... And I think I've talked about this before, like, the whole premise that Shadowbringers has kind of been setting up, where, like, the universe has allowed a scenario like this to develop, where, like, the fate of billions requires, like, the sacrifice of, like, innocence, essentially. I mean, it's straight up blood sacrifices, like, I mean, it's, like, Aztec nonsense, like, super old school, just, like, sacrificing people for your own safety, like, I don't know. It's fundamentally just, like, not a story I consider, like, well written. Like, I think it's just flawed. Like, Gray, you live right now where you are streaming it to us due to a decision not made by us but for the greater good. So war, says Smo? Question mark? Car says nonsense. No, Gray, we need the rain to come. That's not what's been happening. What? I don't know. I'm gonna talk to Thancred. Just like the whole, like the Minfilia thing is what bothers me so much. Because they don't get to choose that. That just happens.
We were worried.
I understand why I'm getting...
He wasn't the one that nearly got himself killed.
It's true. Yeah, I don't understand why I'm getting so much flack for not liking the idea of, like, kids being killed in war. Like, I don't understand, like, why I'm getting so much, like pushback on this.
It's a good thing Urianger called on us when he did. You were at death's door when we found you.
It's true.
But thanks to your timely ministrations, I was not obliged to walk through it.
Oh, she wasn't too far behind. Okay. Thancred's just like, I turned my back for 5 minutes and you dyed your hair and got contacts. Rebellious phase. Hmm?
You saw her.
Mm-hmm.
I know I haven't exactly been pulling my weight up till now, but that's all going to change, starting today.
Cool.
I'll do whatever it takes to make Minfilia's dream a reality.
Why was getting her hair dyed like a parting gift? Like, what does that mean?
The Light Wardens now. Maybe even help you fight them.
Hmm.
I'm glad you're back.
They haven't, like, wiped the blood off his face?
You don't have to say that, you know.
But I want to. Your family. How else would I feel?
Ooh. Acknowledgement.
She will need a name.
Isn't it still Minfilia?
A name?
Hmm?
A name of her own. I would not have her walk in the shadow of another any longer.
Hmm?
And I think it a fitting tribute to our departed friend, too. At the mention of Minfilia, I would remember the woman who preserved our fellowship when all seemed lost.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what you were called before you were taken to Yulmore?
I'm sorry, I don't. I couldn't have been very old when it happened.
Hmm.
Then we must think of a new name. Suggestions?
Please give me a text box where I can enter a name. Please. Why? Oh.
If the lady herself has no preference, I think the honor should rightly fall to Thancred. After all they have been through together, he's practically a father to her.
You can name her whiskey or
Well
gin.
spotted. I'm so glad you're here to explain these things.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing.
What about Reen?
Ring?
Ah, blessing in Fae.
How would he...
Wait, doth this mean thou wert listening when I delivered my lectures on the pixies?
Ooh.
Not exactly, but that one word made an impression.
Could have just said yes and let Urian J have his win, Thancred.
Of course, if it's not to your liking, I can think of something else.
Hmm.
Reen. Yes, I rather like the sound of it.
I feel like that should be pronounced Ryan, but maybe that's just me.
Thank you.
That settles it then. Welcome aboard, Reen.
I won't let you down.
Do 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 do. Yay. Rainy, says Carson. Maybe rainy. Ooh, I need to scroll back. So it says, yeah, like soldiers in war, it sucks, but we are living in a world that has to do this. That it has had to do this. I don't think I don't know if you're referring to the game world or, I mean, that's definitely never been the case in IRL, in our world. I mean, if you can point to a situation where 99% of the world is destroyed, and only by throwing child after child at the problem were we able to stave off the rest of the devastation. Also, they're not sacrificing people. They didn't have her fight to die. They wanted her to end sinners once and for all, but they never figured out how to. So they could do is keep fighting, which is still essentially the same. We're being like, it's like, yeah, this really isn't working, but it is at least procrastinating our death to have you go die. You know, kind of selfish. Oracle of Light was a spark of hope, and desperate people use any means to keep that alive. Carson, it's not about that. I think people are sort of talking past each other and makes her frustrations. That's all. Carson says, ha ha ha, rebellious teenage phase. Because it's not wrong to say it's bad. I think people are giving you flack. Is this a story and they're trying to portray a very real problem? I don't think there's really a real world equivalent to like the extremity that this world is facing. Like, you'll probably beat an old man, Thancred, crazy, strong, powerful old man, says AC. Hey, AC. Corsair. Oh, hey, Corsair. It's to make her not Minfilia anymore. She gets to be her own person. Ah. Can get Minfilia's boots in the game, by the way. Level 61 dungeon, in fact, open-toed boots of scouting. This is Jenkins. I guess probably she's not a natural blonde, says AC. Finally, a real name drop. Rainy, says Carson. She's her own person now, says Atune. And goes, how could you let me down? You're shorter than me. Well, says, don't complain about pronunciation, Gray. I saw someone named Ryan, but it was pronounced Ryan. I mean, sure. Why not, I guess. AC says, if you don't like the idea of children fighting, you might not like 14. The youngest members of your party are twins that are 5 years old. A bit young to save the world, don't you think? I mean, in their case, it's like... I mean, I think they're both 16 technically, so it's like they are old enough. And no one's really forcing them to do anything. And also, like, I don't think our world, the source, is like nearly on the precipice of destruction the same way this one is. Like, I don't think it's... I don't know. That's 9 or 4, says Lala. Oh, well, I mean, well, that's not this. If you're talking about Final Fantasy IV with like the twins, that's not exactly a similar situation either. Because again, like nobody's forcing them into anything. My problem is like the lack of like true. Like, I'm trying to think of, like the. Because it's not really a choice, is the thing here. Like even up till now, like with Rin, whatever. Like I don't know. Like she kind of has more of a choice, but she still kind of had this like position like thrust upon her, like this power or whatever, without any choice given about it. There's not a clear one, no, but there are many examples in history where children fought in wars. Well, yeah, that happens, but like, that's such a different thing. Like, AC meant 4. In war, there are only rarely any choices to those not in power. AC says 4. Despite this glad turn of events, the suffering born of mine all too arrogant meddling paineth me still. And yet, their smiles do give me hope for the morrow. I forgot that Urian J got Minfilia killed. Minfilia will be sorely missed, though it was grandfather's legacy which first brought me to Eorzea. I would never have become a scion were it not for her. Indeed, there would be no scions, and 2 worlds would be the worse for our absence. Tata and the others will no doubt be heartbroken to hear the news of her passing. Till such times we can return to them, however, we must keep our heads held high. We have lost one scion, we have gained another, after all. So we're saying that Minfilia's dead? I thought she died 100 years... I don't understand. I really don't. I thought she died a while ago. I was like, oh no, Minfilia's finally dead. Reen's ether has changed. She's taken on a faint golden hue. Curious. Do you have any idea how worried we were when word reached us that Ranjit was alive and headed for the Hills of Amber? Can't wait for this to be over, so we can all go home. Assuming we even can. Thancred. Thank you for standing by Reen and Minfilia. I'm sure it meant a lot to her, seeing you one last time. Would that I could have been there to hear what words were exchanged between them. When all this is over, perhaps I'll ask. Yeah! Some other random person's here. She was an adult, would you still have this issue? I mean, honestly, yes. Like, I think it's still sucky either way. Like, it's extra sucky to force it on kids, like innocents. If you all the people who've been fully possessed were adults. Yes, I would. Like, it's not... I don't understand why this is, like, such a weird, like pushback. I sincerely, like, I'm struggling to understand this perspective. Like, truly. This is mass confusion. I told you Reen absorbed Minfilia. But then what about, like, the 30 other Minfilias? Like, what was the difference there when Minfilia was still Minfilia, but then there was other Minfilias? She passed the rest of her essence into Reen and has now finally moved on, says Corsair. And she hadn't the other times? Like, she just like, didn't actually help the other Minfilias out? And she finally just decided, like, this is the one. This is the one I actually help now. It says, you guys know that Grey doesn't remember you telling me this. Like, I remember this. I just don't like it. It hasn't changed. Just because it's like 7 streams later, that's like, oh, I'm okay with this now. I still don't, like, also, hi, Eagles, how are you doing? He says, the original's gone. She reincarnates every time through the girls. This time she gave it for Reen. See, that somehow makes it worse, actually. Like, she just, like, steals their bodies. Like, that's even worse. Do you know how many stories have this as a trope? Says Hatun. I would be curious to hear one where, like, this exact scenario happens where, like, the entire planet of people requires the continuous, like, stream of death of like, kids. I'd be fascinated to hear about other stories that have done this exact scenario. It's because you want the whole world to die and says, I kind of, look, if the universe is trying that hard to kill you, I think you just got to take the L. Like, if that's where you're down to, I think that's a world that doesn't get to live anymore. I don't know. So you're saying is you don't like the fact she didn't have a choice? Yes, yeah, it's the lack of free will. Like, and honestly, this game in general, there's a lot of, like, lack of free will. It's like a very strong thing in this game. The fact that the Warrior of Light constantly has, like, fake choices and dialogue that don't matter at all. The fact that we never can actually, like, say no or, like, anything people say. We always have to, like, go along with everything. There's a very real trend in this game of how, like, nothing we do changes anything. We just have to do what we have to do, and that's what it has to be. Did you ever consider Minfilia as a friend, and also being the last person to ever see her alive? I mean, look, I actually liked Minfilia from A Realm Reborn. I apparently was in the minority on this, but, like, I thought Minfilia was fine. I thought she was doing gosh dang, go away, artwork. I thought she was doing great, and I don't understand, like, why she had so much, like, why people, like, didn't like her in the original games, in the original, like, expansion she was in. It's because you were here and can actually save the world instead of just staving it off to wait for you. I don't know. It's not the universe playing 90% of JRPGs a false sense of having control of the story. Well, I mean, like, most JRPGs, like, don't give you, like, dialogue boxes in that way. They just, like, it's just telling the story, and you, like, experience the story. Like, giving, like, fake interactions kind of, like, actually takes away a bit from the immersion, honestly. But that's just me. Reen? For perhaps the first time, the look on Reen's face is one of utter relief. A fresh start. Neat. AC says, have you not heard answers? Walk free, believe? Answers? I'm not sure I know what you're talking about, AC. I honestly don't know how to repay you for all you've done, but I promise to do whatever I can to help. Are you certain you're up to fighting so soon? I can't imagine the power of the Oracle is something one learns to wield in the space of a few hours. Maybe not, but the presence of the Light Wardens is unmistakable to me now. Cool. In fact, I sense one here in Almarang, to the west. I think it might be hiding underground. Underground? And it's as we suspected. We thought it prudent to take a brief survey of the area prior to your arrival. To the west, we found the remains of a site known as Malika's Well. Or Malika's, maybe. If I recall correctly, the well was built in remembrance of one of the ancient kings of Nabatha-Reng to serve as a source of respite from the desert heat. It fell into disuse after the flood, whereupon the miners of Almarang thought to turn part of it into an excavation site. Judging by its size, the underground waterways are no doubt extensive, the perfect hiding place for a warden. Reen, are you certain you can track it down? Leave it to me. Then it's settled. We can make for Malika's Well. Is Thancred not gonna, like, magically fix his clothes? He's all beat up and scuffed. Could give him, like, a bandage for, like, his cheek scar, at least. I guess not. I want a different mount. Yeah, Gazelle. I know it's not actually faster, but it feels faster. I fell. Who are you? Oh, you're in a cutscene. I was like, what is that guy just standing there for? Masterless Talus? They had a bunch of Taluses over here. Why didn't they just grab one of these? Bunch of lazy people. What the? What's up there? Where am I going? Oh, over here. I see. But here's the counterpoint. IRL, how many choices do most people really have? Circumstances drives everyone to make cruel and often hypocritical choices. This is just one of those situations. Those are good words. What's the answer to the song from the RR trailer? The song that plays so often, that song says AC. Ah. Eagles says, I am on my way. Hi, Eagles. I welcome you. Oh, we're probably about to enter a dungeon, huh? So I guess if there's folks that want to play a dungeon, we'll probably be doing that soon. Science probably have dark matter, the stuff that repairs your gear, so he's fine, probably. Corsair says, I'll agree that it's not right to force anyone to fight for the world, whether or not they have some superpower to help them, says Corsair. Thank you. Though I cannot see it as you do, it is a no less awe-inspiring sight. This is kind of like the, I don't know if people have seen pictures of, like, the, what is it called? The Kendicott copper mines, I think. It's there's a copper mine in Utah, actually. I think it's like the biggest copper mine in the world, or at least it's like the deepest. It's just a giant old hole that's like gouged, like in the middle of the earth. It's like super deep, crazy. Like I think it's like, I want to say it's like 3 Empire State Buildings deep, just like big open hole. It's super weird. Like, it's actually probably, like, even bigger than this hole is, honestly. But... Corsair says, in Reen's case, those... She wanted to help, but by that point, Valkyrie had convinced everyone in Yulmore that fighting was pointless, and he wanted to keep Sin Eaters alive. If we didn't have people fight for the world, we would never have the FF series, says AC. I'm fine with people, like... Oh my god, like... I think comparing like a video game to real life is a very tenuous I don't know, proposition. Something about this doesn't feel right. No, George! He died. Alfina? Marvel of ingenuity, is it not? Didn't expect to see Talos wandering about, much less of their own accord. How long must it have been since the Creator's bones turned to dust? I sense a powerful musk. What was that? Wait. What did I sense? That was weird. The warden is down there. I can feel it. That the wall should still bear so great a burden after countless years of neglect bespeaketh the surpassing skill of their architects. Sure. I mean, a lot of video games do have things directly related or borrowed from real life, no matter how crappy it is that it is something similar actually happened. Because there's a hunt around here. Oh, that's what happened. Hi, Rios. How you doing? A very strong one. Ah. Gotcha. So it's just like, warning, danger, Mr. Robinson, danger. It's here. I can taste its aether on the wind. Then we finally found our mark. Let's put an end to this, Grayson, and return the night sky to Almarang. Malik as well, now accessible. Neat. Got some twangy instruments for this area. Oh. Look at all the people I can have help me. I don't need friends. I can have Urion J and Thancred and can I have Thancred come twice, maybe? I don't like the other choices so much. Anyway, everyone's got their opinion. Let's leave it at that, says Goodsworth. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to get like super harpy about like one aspect of the story. Of course, there's Red Alfie and Blue Alfie. It's true. I mean, Reen is a ninja and can put debuffs on the enemies, says Eagles. Reen's a ninja? Reen, is that true? Aren't you wearing camo? Like a leaf bandana or something. Anyway. I guess, so we're doing dungeon soon. Anybody want to join in for a dungeon? I'm guessing it's a 4-party thing. Looks like Riaz is here to play. Did anyone else want to join in for it? Technically, she should be a rogue, says Lala, not a ninja. Eagle says, oh yeah, rogue, my bad. I mean, same thing. Rouge, rogue, whatever. I'm just assuming that Riaz is here because he wants to join, so I'll send an invite. Does anybody else care to join? If not, we can go ahead and just kind of start queuing up. Oop, let me get a couple more egos. How deep you think this hole is, says Goodsworth? Ah, pretty deep. I'm gonna say 4. It's 4 deep. Alright. Almost as deep as the holes he digs himself into every week. There. Alright. Are we good to go then? See if I need anything else. I think I will play... Yeah, I'll definitely do this, but at least 1 inch deep, says Eagles. Alright, let's go ahead and... Guess we'll go ahead and queue up for Malika as well. Mourning the loss of her beloved, the Queen of Nabatha-Ring. Didn't they say it was a king before in that other thing you just talked about? Commanded a great well be built in his memory, its waters offering respite from the sweltering heat. In more recent years, the well was transformed into an excavation site by the miners of Al-Marang. It has long since fallen into disuse, yet the presence of the light emanating from within is unmistakable. What horrors await at the trolley track's end in the depths of this massive reservoir? Ooh. So imagine you have the quarries in the town over. Neat. Alright. I guess we'll see how long the queue is. I mean, we got a healer and a DPS. It shouldn't take too long. We'll see. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, there it is. Sweet. Ah. My portrait reverted. Dagnabbit. Ooh. Oh, Klaus, I was about to join. Oh, shoot. Klaus, I didn't. I was waiting for messages from folks if anyone wanted to join. I didn't see any messages pop up, so sorry. Malik as well. Some poor workers just continue to work down there for the past several decades as it's worth. Oop. It's like weirdly quiet down here. Whoa, what are you doing? Dude, you're taking damage so fast. What happened? Wowzers. Okay. A royal cupbearer. Neat. Boy, that seemed like they were taking damage awful fast. Nope. Man. It's getting hurt so fast. Sorry, I'm like having to focus a little bit because I'm having to like do a lot of healing. Try to make sure this guy doesn't die. He's definitely holding all the aggro pretty well. Anulatiana and Backseat. Interesting names. Yeah, that wasn't your fault, it's Cloud. Sorry about that, Cloud. Alright, a greater armadillo? Gasp. I've heard of these. Alright, I don't know if there's like any trixies that I need to know about these boss fights, but I'm always willing to listen for any thoughts people might have. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Okay. The bosses are somehow easier to handle generally. I think just because like it's usually like a single target I have to like worry about. And so there's a little bit less chaos in terms of the damage happening. Ooh. Yeah, there's a lot happening in this fight. This one's not so crazy though. Like, a lot happening, but like nothing unmanageable, if that makes sense. Yay! We did it. Good job, team. Oh. Guess we gotta wait for a sec. Something happened, I guess. So, anybody, I don't know, watch any good shows lately? See a movie? I guess he's good now. Have a Regan. For luck. Oh, this is like a long, quiet stretch. That's unnerving. I don't like it when there's like no monsters for a while. That makes me nervous. Ooh. Oop. Doing good. Not bad. Oop. Have a Reagan. Been watching Doctor Who and Fallout at the same time? That sounds like a lot of sci-fi, Cloud. I hope it's not warping your fragile little mind. Oh, we're still going? Wow, he's really going for it. Let me just go ahead and put this down real quick. Just to help me keep up with the amount of damage that's about to happen. Oh, oh. Man, there's... This guy really just kind of pulls everything. I mean, I guess it's fine so far. I can keep up with it. I've kind of had time to, like, re-practice enough as a white mage now that it's not devastating to my abilities. Definitely needing to move, apparently. Has no time. Oop. Oh, it's a Talos with buckets. Amphibious Talos! Yes! Ingenuity, creativity, solving problems. I love it. Amphibious Talos. Oh, it's so silly. God, I love it. That's my favorite boss we've ever fought in this game. Hoping to move. Not sure which way. This way. I won the slops. I'm the winner. Yep. Okay, it's fine. Improvise, adapt, overcome, says Goodsworth. Alright. Might as well set that down. This one's not dealing crazy damage though, so I'm not too worried. Might as well focus on actually dealing some out myself. Oh. Oh. Cool. Man, it's definitely a busy dungeon. I'll give it that. Although it might be artificially busying that by moving so quick, but that's okay. We're making it work. Oops. Some of this. Good, good, good. Ooh, hey, watch out, me. And one of those. Ooh, 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 ooh. Careful. So scary. Ooh, a door. I'm guessing, like, if this thing, like, fully revives, then it super sucks to fight it. Ooh. Not so bad, not so bad. It really doesn't deal tons of damage. Oh. Yeah, this is fine. There's like different colored rock guys. Gonna be a bit more greedy. Okay. Whoever's like marking the correct paths is a real one. That is very kind and helpful. Oh, that's... Oh, it's the Light Warden. Storage. Good old storage. I guess Makai had to go off. Whoa. I guess we're going. I didn't have time to read that, but okay. He sent a helpful message for help. Is this the angel that makes you poop yourself, says Lala? Maybe. Is that like what his angelic duty is, specifically? Oh. I see. Ooh. Oop. I see, so we stand like in super opposite corners. Oh. Oh, wow, this is... Oh my gosh! Send right by the ball, says Corsair. Ah, okay. You don't have to, like, try to measure the difference. Gotcha. Yeah, okay. I kind of see like why he was trying to give a heads up, but yeah, that's There we go. See, my problem is, like, I was only watching, like, one of the pyramids. I forgot there was a second one that had started showing up, too. And so I was, like, carefully positioning myself, being like, alright, this is all under control. Okay, so... This is fine. Thank you for the hint, by the way, Corsair, standing right by the balls. I think that's going to be the easiest way for me to remind myself to not be dumb. Nope, 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 nope. No, you didn't do this last time. I definitely like when we can just like avoid damage. That's my favorite kind of attack. Nothing, no worries about like, oh, just gotta reduce the damage or tank it or something. You just gotta avoid it. Just don't be a dummy. Oops. This is fine. That's not so fine. Oops, that's not right. Corners. I see corners. Nope. Corners. Corners. Ooh. Boy, this is quite the... It's really not so hard. It really is just like if you don't know, you don't know. Hey. So I was helping Mama said what I was. I killed an angel, Smo. Now I become the angel. It's more gravy and gray in this dungeon. Lala, that seems kind of aggressive. I don't know what I could have possibly done to you today to get such an attitude. That was a good run of that mech. Yeah, that was the second try, but we learned. I mean, like those things like I think two of us in the party, that was our first time, so we may have gotten the rest of the party wiped. But we learned, we did better. Sounds like a good isekai name. Wait, what, saying you're being yourself is an insult now? Wait, what's a good isekai name? Wow. It's so warm. That definitely feels like something I want to have inside of me. Oh no, are you suggesting that I have too much light? I'm too much of a beacon of good for the world? I'm very surprised I remember that fight. That was a fun fight. Like... Yeah, I don't want it that bad. I got 2 commendations, guys. Because I'm such a good healer. Wow. Just more gray being gray in this dungeon. Alright. I'll have that written up for you next week, Smo.
I'm glad those travelers made it all the way to Nabatha Reng.
Hmm.
But when Urianger told me the Talos was in pieces, and the trolley didn't look much better, I couldn't help wondering what in the hell's had gone on. What indeed. At least the heart is in one piece. The rest is replaceable. Looking at this mess, though, it's a miracle they survived.
Oh, they're like picking up the wreckage.
You can say that again. What the? Are you seeing this?
It's the death gods coming down on us. Flee! Flee while you can.
The sky. It...
I hope we got those lamps working. We maintained them last stream. They're gonna need them now. I forgot about that kid. Is he still, like, becoming a zombie or whatever? Also, that really would become the Issei guy. It's true. It'd be my dreams. But my luck, I'd be, like, reincarnated to, like, the stupid Final Fantasy XIV universe. And all of its many plot holes.
At last, night has returned to Amareng.
We did it.
We'll save this broken world yet, Tesleen. You see if we don't.
Now, who bonked me? What did I do? Smo, what are you so mad about? Come on. Jeez, making me read books now? Oh no, and airships.
No doubt retreating in the wake of the Warden's demise.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Calusia, the last refuge of light.
Hmm.
Home to our dear Lord Vorthry, who will no doubt do everything in his power to thwart us.
Mm-hmm.
As well he should. For defeat there would spell the end for both him and his heavenly host.
Yeah. Poor Vothry. He's having
There
a hard
the fate
time.
of this star shall be decided.
And I'm here too. We did it. Jen says I suck, but Jen, what did I do to you? Also, hi. Lots of more royalties for me. Yeah, I'm sure Lala's like keeping track every time someone says Issei guy, they owe her a quarter. Like, Corsair says Charlie got smashed by OP old man. That's true. Smo says ... took your time, Streamlabs. He's coming spooky ghost. Doesn't quit the game button. What do you mean? I'm having so much fun though. Cartoon says unsub. Says unsubbed, unlike, dislike, negative review, negative comment unseen. Okay, as long as it doesn't affect my Yelp reviews. I really live and die by my 5-star Yelp review rating that I have. Jen says you're a bad healer and I never saw the dungeon at all. Jen, I did so good. I got 2 commendations. That means I had a 50% approval rating amongst my group. I never saw. Just listen to Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria and that will explain everything. Who's Kendrick Lamar? What? Command Yelp account. Pity comes to Slala. No, I did so good. I was giving everybody so many Reagans they couldn't even contain them all. There was like, please, no more. I'm absolutely stuffed with Reagans. Just the guy who's dissing Drake at the moment. Oh, I heard about that actually. That's right, I think there's like some like song he made, or was it the song that Drake made? I can't remember. Like I said, I had no choice but to give a commendation to the 2 randos, and I gave it to the tank since they gave helpful tips. It's true. I mean, the tank was honestly like doing a real good job, like being a real good tank. Probably the best tank I've ever like worked with in this game, like easily. Alphino? The end to Light's dominion over this world is fast at hand. Rain. If only I could have seen the look on Magnus's face when the night sky returned. They must all be so happy. But what about you, Grayson? Do you feel different at all? Now that you mention, I've got this like weird glowy sensation inside my heart. It keeps like rhythmically like trying to beat its way out of my ribs. Perhaps the administrations are not as thorough as I thought. But perhaps I was a touch too reckless. Is this not the moment Emmett Selk usually chooses to send upon us? Whatever will we do without his feigned praise and backhanded compliments? Once more shall the night share equal dominion over the firmament. And yet our travails are far from over. Urianger, that was weirdly ominous when you timed that. It got dark right as you said that, Urianger. Are you like a witch? That's what it is. He's a witch. That's why he's got a dress on. He converted to witchism. So you say Thancred's presence. He's a gunbreaker, you know? This is hi, first time chatter. How is the streamer? Shush, smoke it out of here. Jen says, you mean Tancred? Are you feeling explodey at all, says Corsair? Now that you mention it, when I absorbed all that death juice from the Warden, I did feel kind of staticky. I would describe my lungs as feeling exceptionally, I don't know, concussed, you could say. Someone says, which is witchy witch. These things are so cool, just leaning up on lampposts. Alize? We did it! We really did it! I only wish there was time to visit the inn. We can but hope the return of night has granted the residents some shred of comfort. They thought the world beyond changing, but today I think we proved them wrong. We will fix this broken land, Grayson. Together. Do 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 do. Thancred? You're just saying the same things. Rain? Ryan seems troubled by the sight of you. What does that mean? Just like look at my face? I'll fight her right now. I don't care what color her hair is. I'll fight anybody. Feeling alright, Grayson? After you defeated the Light Warden, I could swear I saw its ether. Never mind. I'm still getting used to my powers. It's probably nothing. Thancred gave her like the dirtiest look. I'm just relieved I was right about where the Warden was hiding. The last one's hiding in Calusia, isn't it? I can't feel it from here, believe it or not. I can't feel it from here, believe it or not. But perhaps we should head back to the Crystarium first. We have a lot to tell the Exarch, and I think we could do with some rest. You stole it. Don't scare me like that. She sees it too, then. Well, are you guys gonna help me, or just, like, watch me die of, like, super cancer or whatever I'm getting? Dadgum, what kind of comrades are you? Before any of you say anything, I don't want to have a whole bunch of people raising their hands and be like, I totally want to watch you get killed by super cancer. Because you have bad opinions. Jen says, me and my homies love super cancer. Yeah. Reen? You told us that you needed to speak with us. It sounded rather urgent. Is it about all these, like, weird tumors that have started appearing all over my body? The others are with the Exarch. Before we join them, there is something I wish to confirm. Tell me, Reen, have you noticed anything peculiar about Grayson's appearance of late? Anything at all? Speak freely, he won't mind. I will. My ego is so fragile, Reen. If you tell me that my haircut looks bad, I might actually die. I could be blown over by the smallest thing I could perceive as an insult. Well, since Minfilia bequeathed her power to me, I've been able to see the light inside him. Though I didn't think anything of it at first, but after we defeated the Warden at Almarang, I realized something was wrong. You've absorbed its ether, Grayson, and the light within you has grown monstrous. Then it is as I suspected. How are you feeling? About that good. Grayson! It's like, nope, I'm super okay. It's like, I think I heard the... Pretty sure I just heard something burst inside of you. If not is done, this will only get worse. Reen, With the power of the Oracle, you have gained some measure of control over light, have you not? Is there anything you can do for him? Extinguishing it is out of the question. Even at his strongest, Minfilia could only hold back the light. I might be able to suppress it, but I don't know for how long. We have no choice but to rely on Urianger and his secrets. He has many secrets. We know what he hides under his bed. If the next battle is to be the last, you may yet be able to play your part, but you will need all of your strength. I will discuss strategy with the others and see that everything is made ready for our departure. You are to return to your chambers and rest until then. Understood? I'm fine. Yeah, Mom. None of that cheek. I'll take you across my knee. I don't like that. Now, off with you to the pendants. We'll call for you when the time comes. Guy, she's gonna take me across the knee. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds bad. Oh, we're getting gray super cancer finally? You guys started without me? Honestly, we've said your hair is bad for years. No, my hair. It's great. What are you talking about? I can't believe you'd say this to me, your best friend. Basic button. No nose having punk. What is... Guys, you're so rude. I'm nothing but nice to most of you. And this is the thanks I get. Thancred fanficsismo. Written by Lala. I expect you to say what he hides under his skirts. I don't even know what to think about that, Lala. Just go to your room, talk to your ghost friend. No! I mean, I'm so excited to see Ardbert. He is my favorite character in the game. I love every moment I spend with him. For truly we are kindred souls. Two sides of the same pancake. I don't know. I don't care if you were being serious, but she said she'd spank you. No. This is okay, King Magnifico. Thank you, Lala, for understanding. I'm gonna spank you like Stacey. Brownie face from Hattoon. Sarcasm is still mean jerks. Smell. No, what do you mean? Two sides of the same pancake is awesome. I don't know. Lay off me. Is everything alright, sir? You don't seem quite yourself. You keep rumbling ominously. Is that a ticking sound I hear? Perhaps a hot meal and a freshly made bed will improve matters. Your room is ready if you'd care to retire. Retire to your quarters? Very good. If you have anything, if you should have need of anything at all, pray do not hesitate to call. The tune says streamer takes minus 100. No. I've got the best takes. That's why I give them out to everybody. Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm so sad because I'm still a ghost and stuff. Why did you stay behind? Yeah, he didn't show up at all for Almarang. What was up with that? You have a tummy ache?
And sometimes the dead would rather not be disturbed. But enough about me. What of Almarang?
Looks super devastated. Like, almost like it was like one more sacrifice away from being like perfectly saved instead of being like left to dust. This is Grayson's bile is stirring. What does it even mean? What does it even mean, Smo? What's bile?
I see. Minfilia's gone then.
I think she's been I don't understand what everyone's talking about. She's been dead for a while. Like, am I crazy? Am I the one on crazy pills?
Which means the reason I must suffer this purgatory shall forever remain a mystery.
I don't know, she probably didn't like you. I mean, everyone likes you. That can't have been the reason. I'm exploding. I'm actually, like, popping like the world's biggest popcorn kernel. Oh.
Are you alright?
Why does it sound like all of your bones are fighting to come out of your insides? Uh-oh. It's like, ow, it burns. Oh, Snapple.
What just happened?
I don't know. Magic nonsense. There was something Minfilia said to me. Not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone.
Minfilia said my time had not yet come. That I still had a role to play. Not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. No, it couldn't be. There's only one hero in this room, and it is not me. I'm just a shadow, cursed to wander.
No, that's not true. Don't keep saying that. We all are such fans of you. A knock at the door. Gasp. It's like he was never there at all. Oh, it's that guy. Why is he acting like he's like waiting for like his chance to go into the bathroom? He's like all fidgety, like, oh, come on, guys, hurry. I gotta go.
Minfilia, that is, Reem, and the others were asking after you.
Then why did you come, if they were asking?
Is everything alright?
Yep, super good. Is it normal for light to pour out of every orifice in your body?
That pain again. And did it pass?
Sure.
Thank goodness for that. I would not wish to see you suffer.
So kind.
Though I know only too well how much you have suffered on our behalf in recent days. Indeed, I have no right to impose upon you further. Nevertheless, I must ask one thing of you. That you survive this, no matter what.
I've got plot armor. Don't worry.
When the dust settles, you must return to your world. For the battles to come, and the wars yet unwon.
Ominous.
The final Light Warden is all that stands between us and victory. There is still much we must do to prepare. But for now, I will see if there is aught that may remedy the strange affliction which plagues you.
When the Warden is dead, will your work finally be done? Wait, Lawless says, I think Hatun deserves you to be nice to Arbert next year for free because you're being terrible. I'm doing so good at being nice to Arbert. He's my bestie. I'm Krazig. Crazy. This is deserved. This is her soul was alive being passed to Minfilia's, and she just now released her soul to the ethereal sea, letting Greensoul be the only one in that body. So I'm making a Liza P joke. So rude. What can we do so Gray can be the ghost and we can have Ardbert instead? No. You are out of here. Guys are being so rude. Kick me out of my house. The nerve. The gall. This is Gray, be nice to Arbor. We're taking away your insert other game privileges. No, I like those other game privileges. Because you know, the Exarch is pretty much the only one who apologizes to you. Not even Thanker tells you that. It's kind of true. Will your work finally be done? I mean, we all know for a fact that the Exarch...
I believe it will. Once the tyranny of light is ended, the people of the Crystarium will be safe. And the future that must be shall come to pass.
Great. I mean, it's either got to be like the red hair cat guy, or it's got to be like future Alfino, like based on that voice. Like, I can't think of anybody else whose like voice matches that.
I'll not keep you from your rest any longer. Take as much time as you like.
Uh-oh. Taco Bell's kicking back in. It's not Yowie hands, thank goodness. No, this isn't right. It would need to be later. After the liberation of Alamigo, perhaps. Someone doing timey-wimey nonsense behind my back. Please tell me you've finished, gun-toting compatriot. We have to go. They'll be upon us any moment. Very well. Where to next, then? Let's just worry about getting out of the city, and pray the airship is still in one piece. Anywhere we go from here will just be more of the same. Gods, by the sound of that last one, I reckon the Knight's 12 might be the Knight's rubble now. Is there nothing else we can do? Next, the Knight's 12. Do. Look around you. This isn't war. It's a sickness. And it's spread to every corner of Eorzea. The city-states are in disarray, and by all accounts, the Far East faring no better. There'll be nothing left of us when this is over. This world is beyond saving. I never tire of that story. When the hero swoops in astride a white dragon to save the little girl. A white dragon? Was that something that actually we did? I don't remember. Could die happy knowing something like that was still around. Indeed, but not today. Not while our message remains undelivered. Have faith, my friend. We will find him. All your timey-wimey nonsense. Just cheating. Just straight cheating. Ah. A double coma. Tatoon says Alfino does really like you. Yeah, but I only see him as a friend, Tatoon. What if it's future you? Spooky. Future me would have way better fashion sense. What a peculiar dream. Was that the past? It's Gray from another universe, says Tatoon. Why do I sleep with the lights on like a freak? We finally restored darkness to the world. Shrouded in darkness, level up. Spooky. Spooky action. Oh, says if I put effort into drawing, I'd draw an art of your model with yaoi hands just above it. I don't like that, Lala. That's probably the meanest thing you've ever said to me, actually. No, Lala, just grab his ping in the art tab on Discord and just Photoshop the hands to be massive. That's even...
betrayed me. I fed up with this world.
That's so rude. I do feel betrayed. How could you? Why are you what is it? Collusiving. What's the word? Collaborating against me, I think is probably the word. I don't know. Not entirely sure. Have you often you're saving the girl thrown by the priest? I guess that did happen. He says, no, they embellished the story. Veteran says, Vidofnir saved a little girl who's thrown off the vault because Amaric told the truth about the church. That's true. Corsair says, super powerful warrior of light and darkness needs to keep the nightlight on. I mean, I guess so. It would seem to be the case. Conspiring? Laws of Bach. I don't know. Told you revolution. No, I already promised I'd be like the best dictator. Like, everyone gets a mammoth heart, and then they do what I say, and then everything's perfect forever. Beautiful society. Return to Yulmore. By the way his face lights up at your approach, the manager of Sweets has been waiting for you. Ah, Master Allen. I trust you had a pleasant rest. While you were ensconced in your chamber, a message arrived for you from the Exarch. He bids you come to the Ocular at your earliest convenience. And, sir, whatever your duties may take you next, I shall pray for your safe return. May the night keep you. Thank you. See, that guy gives me respect. Unlike you lot. I do all these things, I save your planet, and you're just so grouchy. The Docile Gate. I'm pretty sure the Docile Gate is like a location in the Jabberwock poem. My guillotine needs to be tested. Or would you prefer the trebuchet? I mean, trebuchet sounds way more fun. But also, I reject your revolution and instead posit forth a yada. No, thank you. I need to talk to Crystarian. That's what I was doing. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? I do. I'm way more important than you. I don't know if you know it, but like, I kind of invented darkness around here. I'm kind of a big deal. Every time you walk under a shadow, you have to pay me a quarter. I like his little smile. Oh, it's that a-hole. I forgot about him. That was a blissful time indeed.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest?
Oh, so restful. Just so resting is what I was doing.
Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan.
A plan, you say?
Thus far, we have vanquished 4 Light Wardens, restoring night to much of Norvrand.
Mm-hmm.
Only one remains, that of Calusia. And with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's inside Vothery? He looks like he's big enough to have eaten a whole Light Warden.
If we can just take care of this one last warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Norvrand once and for all. It will be a new beginning for the First, a chance for the people to rebuild their world.
All 4% of it that's left.
Prize worth fighting for.
Mm-hmm.
And in thus delivering the First from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th Umbral Calamity.
I'm sure Mr. Suck is so excited.
Do you hear? Your dreamed of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
Hmm.
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world. It is not.
Yeah, it helps.
In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins.
This guy's real cool at parties.
'Twould be churlish of me to deny you this small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm.
It's because I have a sweet coat. The white lapel.
Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it.
Man, I can feel the
Alas,
sincerity.
Your nobility is short-sighted. You think only of the problem in front of your nose.
What are you saying about my nose?
A limitation of your ephemeral existence.
What about your honkin' schnauzer? Look at that big thing. It's like half your face. Get out of here about my nose.
Our lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Ascians are special. That is another misconception.
Yeah, we just think we're better.
In the beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you.
Right.
You won't object if I borrow your plaything?
I will. More exposition from the guy that says stupid things.
When the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life. It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land.
And you guys did nothing to cause it. You were innocent.
Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored.
How exactly? Cool.
Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hydaelyn.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Yeah, new stories.
Yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe.
Great.
This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence. For example, were she to strike you? Two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects. Strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved.
Sure.
Do you see? This self-same fate befell not only Zodiac, but the very star.
Ah, our world's bigger. We're the winners.
Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the Sundering. Me being one of them.
I thought there was like 7 or 12 or 18 Ascians.
When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair.
How did you survive a planet splitting? Like, wait, how? No.
The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant of their past.
Boo-hoo.
Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about. Pitiful, disturbing, depressing. So, we took it upon ourselves to rejoin the worlds. But in our eagerness and, I confess, our ignorance, we erred and made a useless void of the 13th.
That's really close to our planet. I don't like that.
Only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard. A flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi.
I think you pronounced that wrong, but we'll let that slide.
From a purely Asian standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical.
Mm-hmm. That's very Star Trek of you.
But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions, and this we cannot condone.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity. But yes, moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo, I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you.
Wow, so cool.
Oh, don't look at me like that. You for whom I have only the highest expectations.
I just kind of like want to like take that little thing on his forehead and just like rip it out. It's like it looks like it's like stuck on there with tape.
A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined.
Mm-hmm.
Long have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over.
Mm-hmm.
So, finish your task and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
Fascinating.
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not wait.
Funny lady. You're always welcome.
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Yulmore.
Unusual?
It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
I mean, yeah, makes sense. It is what's coming.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vorthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
Hmm.
You think he's harboring the Light Warden inside the city walls? Even if he does have some means of controlling the Sin Eaters, wouldn't that be a little risky?
Do you think it might be the giant lion he was sitting behind? Or the baby in his elbow?
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Yulmorans will be.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia.
See, I think if we'd been like a lot smarter about this, we would have like faked the Yulmorans, right? Because their army's been like chasing after us as we kill the other Light Wardens. We should have had like a fake party like going out to like those other areas to like draw the army that way. And then we could have had like our small group like go to Colusia to kill that one first. Because that one was going to be the hardest one. Because they're all right there. But now we're just going to make it extra hard, I guess.
God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
Good story.
We should begin by assembling in right. There we may assess the situation in Yulmore and decide how best to proceed.
Mm-hmm. I nod my head. Yay. More cutscene? No, more cutscene, okay. Okay, what's everybody saying here? Has tiny tummy face. Who? So rude. This guy speaks for itself. Zazie Law says, Gray's mad because Emmett's slouch is better than his slouch. Emmett's coat is better. You don't have a nose. Says Law. Guys are so mean. Gray doesn't have a nose, which means evidence insulting Gray's intelligence. What does that even... What? No. My intelligence is so far beyond Emmett that, like, it sneaks up from behind him and catches him off guard. Like, it goes full circle to where, like, it's like sneaking around behind his intelligence. He can't even perceive it. Gray's 1/14th in Ascian, technically 8/14ths. Eagle says Lena. I do know that's the one I'm talking Gray. Eagle says best girl. Oh, is it Elbow? I don't know. That baby is your twin, Gray. No, it won't be true. Bothry is not my father. I refute this existence you suggest. Summerang Part 2, Electric Boob Glue? Boob Glue? What? I love Lena, she's so cool. Lena's pretty great. She's, so far, the one redeeming factor of Shadowbringers has been Lena. The rest of the world, I could probably just let it burn, honestly. No, I won't be true. So I do not see you as smart, therefore I don't see you as intelligent. So is Exarch too? Exarch's okay. He can ride in the backseat. We've not spoken for a while, have we? Not since the aftermath of the Eater's attack. Rest assured, I am fully recovered. I will do my utmost to support you and your fellow warriors of darkness. Cool story. Exarch? Your condition is unchanged. Good. If you can but hold out until the end of the coming battle, I am confident we will find a remedy for your affliction. Uh-huh. You're so sure of that, huh? Emmett, what are you doing here? Go away. You always leave at the end of cutscenes. Yes? Did my lesson provoke thought, giving rise to further questions? Yeah, what was this about? Why, the very beings were divided into 14, of course. Yet by our power, we unsundered Ascians may raise up one of their fragments to their original office. Huh, but I suppose this in itself bears explaining. So, the names by which you know us are not, in fact, our names. Be it Elidibus or Lahabrea or Egehorm, I think I made that last one up, all are titles of office. And when an office is vacated, it may be filled by another. Over the eons, I have overseen several changings of the god among our sundered brethren, and in such instances, the vacant title ordinarily goes to another fragment of the self-same soul. While it is by no means impossible to raise up wholly unrelated individuals, 'tis we whose fervent entreaties brought forth Lord Zodiark, whose souls he claimed in the beginning, who make the truest servants. So if we were to defeat all the Ascians of the Source, then none would remain to raise up new Ascians, and our kind would eventually fade from existence. You would like that, wouldn't you? Well, feel free to dream. 'Tis no crime to do so. Well, I just want to get the other side of that question. So what is your true name, then? There might come a day when I reveal my true name to you. But this is not it. Of course, you may well die none the wiser, but life is full of such disappointments. Hooray. Also, I'm surprised Gray doesn't like Emmett. He also wants this world to die. Well, I'm petty, so I want the world to die, but on my terms. I want Emmett to be unhappy about it, too. I mean, because and I think I've actually made this point before, but, like, I think I would be just as, at this point, like, I think I'm just as pleased, like, if the entire universe just like, collapses in on itself. Like, at this point, that's probably, like, the best ending we can hope for in this game. Just a complete restart of the whole thing. Try again later, you know? Where am I going? Return to Yulmore. Ah, the Yulmorist, even. Hey. There we go. He flirting with you dudes as a tune. Was that the truthful Grayson I like? Someone says, who's we? Wait, who's we? Wait, who's we? What? Emmett X Gray nihilism fanfic? No, Emmett's trying to, like, get one world back. I just say get rid of all of them. I hate that. Let's collab. Why are you guys working so hard to write bad fanfics? It's very rude. It hurts my feelings. I forbid the two of you from ever talking to each other again. You're not allowed at each other's houses. This aura, what could it be? Alf, you know? Anyone else here yet? I guess not. Ooh, I need to go to the mender, actually, real quick. My stuff's all borked. Oops, let me... $405! Let's go! There we go. My eye level's 405. Weep at my strength. Intensity can't make me. It'd be much better if this universe would collapse. I think we'd agree. Is that what I said? I don't remember phrasing it that way. I'll have to go back and listen to myself. I don't think that's what I said. But I can't. 50 Shades of Grey's nihilism. I'm not nihilistic. That's not nihilism at all. Guys are being silly about your perceived perceptions of philosophy. The nose and the nose that wasn't Sissatoon. Guys, look. You're just so jealous. There you are, Grayson. The others have gone ahead to reconnoiter Gate Town. We are to follow shortly. It has been a while, has it not? Since the two of us infiltrated Yulmore. Since we faced Lord Valthree, and I felt such fury as I've never felt before. His actions are unconscionable, of course, and any abhorrence I felt are entirely justified. Yet, mingled with my rage, there was something else. At first I was unsure what it was, but in the course of our struggles, I found the answer. In Valthree's self-righteousness, and his absolute belief that he, and he alone, is the cure to the world's ills, I saw a reflection of myself, and it brought the memories of all my past follies flooding back. Yeah, you used to suck, remember? Now you suck less. He is the vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was, and having shared in his affliction, I feel duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth. Good luck. Whether he'll accept it with the good grace I did is another question. Yeah, good grace. That's what it was. What is it, Reen? Do you sense the Light Warden? I'm not sure. The aura is different. Perhaps if we were a little closer. 'Tis time we were on our way in any case. Let us join our comrades in Gate Town. Grayson, as a precaution, may I ask that you go first, to ensure that the path is clear? The closer we are to Yulmore, the more I worry that Reen may be recognized. If you see any prying eyes along the way, pray encourage their owners to look elsewhere. Just hush, we were brainstorming fanfic things. Don't. Stop. It's not allowed. I got stuck in the fence. I will triple ban you for as long as I remember to ban you if you do not cease and desist. So don't stop. Shush. Go on, Grayson, we'll follow Anon. Who's Anon? As I am now, I don't think people recognize me as the Oracle, but Tancred did always warn against taking unnecessary risks. That's not the way, this is the way. I knew that. I was just testing you all. Make sure your knowledge of the map was correct like mine always is. Don't you even look at me, birds. That's right, keep moving. Oops. Sorry, I'm just gonna get a little extra juice going. There we go. I think, so most likely this is, like, wherever this quest ends is probably where we're gonna end the stream. If I had to guess. A delirious youth. We We hail the civilian, but he's not responding. Continues his incoherent rambling. He's probably fine. An agitated man. So agitated. Oh, Valtteri, we hear, we obey. Uh-huh. Oh, that's not what I thought I saw. Entranced citizen. What are you doing over there? Grayson kissed Emmett's third eye gingerly as they met eyes. 4-3, it looks like I win again. What is this? And see. What are you talking about? What does it even mean? What? Go away. Stop. Every time I hear the Calusi music, I remember my first time entering the area when I started Shadowbringers and how unsettled it made me feel. Good times. A euphoric youth. Long live Lord Valtteri. Long live Lord Valtteri. He's doing fine. Hi, Tragopan. A Germinant. A Gremnilol? Oh. It does have like a weird like Ocarina of Time sound to it, like I'm trying to like place it. Like it reminds me of like someone like one of the early areas in like Ocarina of Time. A fearful man. What's happening? What's wrong with everyone? Is it possible that all that bread they've been eating is mind control bread? Our mission hath begun on a strange note. Oh, good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. I take it you notice that people are behaving strangely along the path. It's more of the same here. Yishtol and Alize are investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say. I can get sausage links. I mean, if Thancred's gonna offer sausage, I'm gonna have to take it. Thancred? The gears are clearly turning in Urianger's mind. Why don't you ask him what he makes of all this? Bread vent mind breaks, but mold can. Sausage lonks, says Isig. That's true. There is the what is that oh, there's like some certain like why would you bonk? What did I do to you? You've made me cast magic against my will. I've cured Threed. How could you? But anyway, there's like some kind of like germ that can propagate inside of wheat, and that does cause like madness. Yeah, there's like germ or mold or something. Ergot poisoning, that's what it is. It causes dancing plagues, which is pretty cool. It's where people dance uncontrollably until they die. It's pretty sweet. Who's Cure 3 on their bar? Noobs. What's this, wheat germ? I don't know. It's called ergot. Standing for ergot, everybody got sick. I don't know. St. Elmo's Hellfire, says AC. Maybe? That could be another thing it was called. Urianger is trying to make sense of this strange phenomenon afflicting the residents of Gatetown. A feast of lies. I see certain people have eaten enough of the bread.
Passing strange.
Mm-hmm.
By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vorthri's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects. It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Alright, Alice.
We met with no trouble en route. My thanks for securing the way. But given the state of the townsfolk, I see we were never in any danger of being recognized.
Yep.
What can you tell us from here?
I sense a powerful eater in the uppermost reaches of the city. But there's something different about it. Its light is impure. We need to get closer.
Oh, so that one's Alphino. Well, unless you're triplets.
Oh, did he walk over to Alice?
What are you doing here?
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about. So I accosted him, only to have him call me Alphino. I thought it best to bring him along.
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me.
Gasp. He's a
After
dirty
you saved
traitor.
my life in Yulmore, I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave, not without paying you back. So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things. And whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
That took no small amount of courage. Well done.
I assume you saw what happened here.
Right, so an airship flew in a bit ago, and not long after, Vorthri starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here. Geezer was doing his nut, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
I mean, we kind of did. Also, you can be a little bit less British.
The soldiers sent to thwart our efforts in Armorang.
So eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through.
Don't like that.
Now that's when everyone went funny. No, everyone but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vorthri after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Newcomers.
There's something I need Reen to see.
Gasp.
This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Oh, that's just meal. Yulmore doles his stuff out.
No, it couldn't be.
Yeah, is it people? Is it sin eaters?
I know what it is. It's Sin Eater. Meal is made out of Sin Eater.
So it is. In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual. Yet if one were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
That Vorthri wieldeth power over Sin Eaters is known. Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence? It would serve to explain why the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meal.
He's been rounding up Sin Eaters and feeding them to people. Altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back.
Yipes.
There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
These Sin Eaters. What if they are not simply rounded up?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what we were told when first we came to the city?
Yeah, when that girl
Many enter, but none leave.
Mm-hmm.
Let us put an end to it. To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor. Vorthra's deeds are beyond justification. Beyond forgiveness. Evil.
It's highly probable that the Light Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there, and I'm all for going after it. But our enemies know our faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight. Like it or not, the time for stealth is past.
Oh, but this is such a great stealth game.
Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
Well, I gotta. You could do something now and then. So, do you figure this is going to be a duty or a trial? Because we just barely did the thing. That's a duty. I learned the truth. This will be a good spot to leave off, Zeglis. I thought that Urgot caused hysteria for the witch trials. I mean, Urgot causes a lot of things. It basically causes, like, just, like, low-key madness. So that's why there's, like in Europe, there were, like, dancing plagues, where, like, people, like, were, like, uncontrollably moving, and then, like, everybody would do it. Of course, there's the poor little singer got turned into food. No, she ascended to the next level. Carson says, I'm people. This makes Vothra even worse as a tune. He can't keep getting away with this, says Eagles. I say leave it off here for now. Of course, duty. Mermaid man. Evil! Evil! Some sort of neuro issue, I'm sure. Y'shtola. That Vothra should be so brazenly exert his influence over the people bespeaks his desperation. He will not go quietly. My heart is gripped by an unshakable sense of foreboding. Let us proceed with all care. Thancred? We are like to encounter Ranjit again. One can only hope he's still licking his wounds. Yet even without him, Yulmore is an eminently defensible city, as you doubtless gleaned during your visit. When last I set foot inside its walls, I almost mistook it for dear old Limsa, but it's full of unpleasant surprises. All of which is a long way of saying, be on your guard. Do you think we're gonna have to kill that couple what helped us before? Are they gonna turn into like mini bosses? The uppermost level of the city houses Vothra's chambers. You must keep the warden close. Alright. Kai Shearer, I didn't talk to you. Mail is Sin Eater. Wicked white, we all scoffed at the stuff without a second thought. Never got near as much as the others, but oh. The bit of greens and bony fish I got by on don't seem so bad no more. Welp, that's unfortunate. Fungus does a nom on brain, says Smo. I was just playing something other than a healer because you don't like long fights, says Hatun. No, I'm so good at long fights. What are you talking about? I don't have another option. Like, let me confirm that real quick. When we step through the gates, we shall find not the place of hedonistic pleasure we remember, but a battlefield. If you're prepared for this, let us sally forth. Yeah, I need a level 77. Item level 412? Oh, wait, that's the maximum. I was gonna say, like, I don't have an item level 412. I can't make it even do it, but I got it. Yeah, I don't think I'm a high... my only level that's high enough is my white mage. Nothing else is level 77. So I'd have to do it white mage, or I'd have to level up and do it next time. Soylent White. Yeah, I agree. This soul fight would be really long on healer. The tune says for next time. Well, it says if only you had a whole week to maybe do the grind you keep saying you want to do. You can do the role quest, says the tune. There's no time. It's impossible. Role quests are pretty good, says Eagles. Yeah, should we just, like, leave this alone for, like, the next, like, 6 or 7 weeks, just focus on the role quest stuff instead for a while? I mean, this is probably fine. I think Vothri's pretty chill. Stuff in the distance over there. What is that? No, I can't see that way. Sure, I'd love to see your terrible takes on those. What do you mean? Honestly, the side content has generally been way better than the main story. So, I don't know what you're talking about. AC says role quests are required. But anyway, so I think we probably will call it here just because it is getting pretty close to the time anyway. And this seems like it's going to be like a long old thing. I mean, I'll see about trying to make time for... Don't, Smo. You know I hate reading. It's very rude. I'll see what I can do about making time for it. I really am exceptionally busy of late, but I'll see what I can scrounge up for time. Let's see here. So yeah, I think we'll end it here for now. Let's see, Tuesday stream probably not doing anime podcast. I think we had discussed previously doing a stream where we just like watch some 14 videos. Like I know people were like suggesting like a bunch of different like 14 related things we could watch together. So we may just like do like a little stream of that kind of content if people still want to do something like that. Otherwise, I guess we could spend the Tuesday stream just leveling up like classes and just doing role quests or something. But whatever y'all want to do, you know? I am a benevolent ruler. I do allow my subjects some measure of what is independence. And Super Tense music played in Calusia for months, says Corsair. Better than now before the MSQ cuts you off, says Satoon. I'm still down for that stream, says Eagles. Smo says same. Smo says lies. Satoon says down with the game. Have you done the Make It Rain quest? Gotten your kappa suit? I have not done Make It Rain yet. Oh, guys, that's actually a really good point. We're probably going to have to start streaming every day for 6 hours while we do the Make It Rain event. We're going to be live streaming every single moment of me just running from gate to gate every 20 minutes. So be there for the non-stop action. I unfortunately will not have any time to level up my classes, but I can always make time for fake money in a game. So we'll definitely be doing that instead. Anyway. Gotta head out for a raid, but I hope that you all have a great rest of your night, day, everybody. See ya, Eagles. Good luck. Have fun with your raid. Smo says I'm down. Co-stream, question mark? Oh, it could. That could be done. It's very possible. We'll have to see if you're unbanned forever by then, Smo. So you're currently banned for at least 6 lifetimes for those very rude things you said about me and Emmett. But we'll see what we can do to arraign your charges. All week ghost streams to Smo. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. iTunes says whisper negative affirmations as Grey runs leaps of faith. That's so rude. You know my ego's very fragile, Hatun. I need positive affirmations whispered to me all the time. Why else would I stream to such loving fans as you all? Who only support me in everything I do. Anyway, we gotta go. Yeah, it's late. So anyway, yes, that's the plan. So Tuesday we'll probably do that. I guess we'll maybe figure that out with Smo, but as for what time that happens. Can be nice when you deserve it. That seems that sounds like conditional love. Lala, that seems pretty rude. Your hair is so bad it's gonna weigh you down for this jump. Shush. Look, I'm trying to see if I can cross the bricks in one leap, but I don't think it's possible. Oops, I broke it. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. But yeah, so Tuesday's that, Friday, Lies of P, Saturday, Elden Ring, possibly Final Elden Ring even. Who knows? Sunday, more Final Fantasy, and so on and so forth. Oh, I don't know who all here even watches them, but the edited videos, I'm not sure if they're coming out this week, actually. Like the ones I usually post on Monday and Thursday. I haven't been able to get any work on those done. It's been a little hectic recently. But so I don't know if we're gonna have any of those coming out, unfortunately. But I do have other things that are being worked on. We'll see what we get going. Anyway, it won't be but short. So rude. But anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. It was very cool of you, for most of you. Some of you don't worry about coming back. You know, this can be the final time you come to stream, and that'll be okay. I'll like them when they show anyway. Thanks, Smo. But all right, thanks everybody for hanging out. We're gonna get out of here. I hope y'all have a good rest of your night. We'll talk later. All right, bye.